Hi everyone, Fabia here. Today I'm going to be talking about the differences between zoom lenses and prime lenses. So let's say you're on the market for a new lens and you don't know if you should get a zoom lens or a prime lens. What do you do? What are the differences? So let's start with the prime lens. What is a prime lens? A prime lens is a lens that has a fixed focal length, meaning the only way for you to get closer or further away from your subject is by physically moving. You walk closer, you walk further. So this is a prime lens, is an 85mm, and the only way for me is going to be, I'm going to attach this to my camera, and the only way for me to get closer to my subject is by physically moving forward and then physically moving backwards. So this is magnification of the subject, meaning you get closer, if you walk closer, you get closer. If you walk backwards, you get further away from your subject. Now, this is not the only thing that we need to think about when we are talking about lenses in general. We need to talk about the compression effect, the depth of field, and the lens distortion. Compression effect. So the apparent separation between the background and the subject. So you have the background and you have the subject. How separated it is. It's something to think about. Something else, depth of field. The closer you are to a subject, the narrower the depth of field. And lens distortion. At which angle the lens is going to cause distortion? How much distortion? How much distortion can you tolerate? So those are the things that have to be in the back of your head when you're trying to think which lens to buy or which lens to use. Now let's talk about zoom lenses. What is a zoom lens? A zoom lens is a lens that has this ring that we move, and that's going to allow me to get closer and further away from my subject without physically moving. This lens is what we call a 70-200, and meaning that the 70-200 is the focal length and go from 70mm all the way to 200 and everything in between. And this lens has is going to cause different effects in your photograph. So when we talk about the compression effect, the depth of field, and the lens distortion, because we don't move, we just are moving a ring, the outcome is going to be different. And you have to think about that when you're choosing which lens you want to work, you would like to work in your next assignment. Or something else to think about when you're talking about zoom lenses. Some zoom lenses have a variable aperture, like f3.5 to f5.6, meaning that every time you move the ring and every time you change your focal length, you're changing your aperture too. And you have to also take that into consideration when we are talking about zoom lenses. We're going to talk about zoom lenses more in a later video. This is it for now, and next time we're talking about prime lenses specifically and the advantages and disadvantages of prime lenses. In the meantime, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time. Bye.